You belong in Slytherin!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Caralho. Mas eu tô...
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Shit.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new fifth year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
Ai, a caralho,
She's
o
a
meu
friend
sonho
of
nesse
Professor
jogo
Fig's who
serviu lá
really
o
joined
meu.
us for the ride.
Quero
Still,
matar todo mundo, tu vais
impressive.
morrer.
Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
Indeed. And how did you escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
It was nice meeting you, Sebastian. I'll let you get back to your book.
Nice meeting you too. Good luck today.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Mas ninguém te perguntou, pá.
We handled it. And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Pô, caralho. Vai tomar banho.
Nothing yet.
Ganda cara de filha da puta.
I think I heard one. Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a
Estás a olhar para o
memorable
lado errado,
arrival.
filho.
I'd much rather have arrived on time and without a dragon attack en route.
I'm sure. How horrible. I can only imagine. Well, it's good to have you in Slytherin. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here.
Thank you, Ominous.
É
Very
dizer
nice
Deus
to
a
meet
todos.
you.
Pleasure was all mine.
E
Don't be a
continuas a
stranger.
olhar para o lado errado.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Porquê que eu tenho que estar sempre a falar com a puta dos Weasley? É lá, corres bem rápido. Ui, vou ficar tonto, para só. Lá foi, ó, sua puta.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this
Não
day
estou
for a long
preparado é para
time.
torturar esse dia
Can't
inteiro,
believe I'm
filha da
here.
puta.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
É lá.
Here you are.
É bruxedo. Passos.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year.
Esses gajos não
You
percebem
would
que
be
eu não entendo
wise to
quase
take
nada de
full
inglês,
advantage
caralho.
of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Estou fodido. Olha, olha. Esses gajos fumam bem,
Thank
bro.
you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way.
Foda-se. Anda lá, caralho. Oh, pronto, não
I
dá para andar mais
certainly would
rápido.
have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Anda lá mais rápido, pá.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up.
Velha da merda. Pronto.
Revelio.
Don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Calmas. Epa! Ok. Hã? Ok. Vou fazer aqui. Ok. Pronto, seguir a velha de novo. Não posso correr, pá.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Epá.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Ai ai. Matou. Ai ai, posso dar travel, ok. Oh, juro, tu deves me achar bem estúpido. Gastar dinheiro a comprar jogos.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
Ninguém te perguntou ao velho.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Olha, maluco. Vou brincar com a varinha. Para fazer o quê?
That should be all for now.
Não
You'll be
dizem o que é
expected
para
to
fazer.
attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade.
Meu, já estou farto de ouvir. Parece a minha
to
história de
replace the supplies
matemática,
you lost on the
boy.
way here.
Fogo. Chata. Ah. Eu tenho que ir bazar, pá.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed
Vamos
in
lá
no
com essa
time.
merda.
Judging by your adept use of Revelio
Olha ali um
earlier,
papel a voar. Está
I'd
tudo
say
maluco.
Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
You did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague.
Oh, juro, o meu
as to
gajo é o
the
mais
events
bonito e
preceding
mais
your arrival,
pausado daí. Olha para a cara dele.
specifically about what happened after that
Porra.
awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the
Olha para
castle.
ali. Freio do caralho.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor.
Right.
They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Estão-se nas putas os dois.
Good luck today.
Porra, ainda
And
não
remember
basaste.
to
Vai
use
embora, pá.
your field guide. It will be
Vai dormir?
invaluable to you.
Foda-se, estou farto de ouvir.
And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Oh, pronto, agora falar com o velho. Foda-se.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our
pronto.
paths would cross today.
Passou
before
meia
you
hora
immersed
quase e ainda não
yourself in
fiz nada.
studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Sim.
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look. Is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Aqui é uma parede sem saída assim. A gente mesmo que faz esses mãos de maluco. Como é que eu vou para ali? Por quê? Olha, velho. Sai daqui, caralho. Ah.
Revelio.
Olha, deu mesmo. Espelho meu, espelho meu. Quem é mais bonito do que eu? Filho da puta. Sai da frente, pá. Sai. Gordos, meu. Ui. Toma! Dale, 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 dale.
Is that all you've got?
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time.
Puta, deixava-lhe cair em cima dos cornos, que era para ele
I
morrer.
only have one Hebridean black skull.
Vais cair!
It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso!
Toma!
A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Ah, caralho. Oh, esqueci-me.
Levioso.
Tomem, seus cabrões.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
Olha aí, a velha já está toda cracuda, meu. Olha ali, está toda curvada já. Bora mostrar-lhes como é que se faz.
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
Ah, pois! Toma.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso,
Vou foder!
Cast, and Protego.
Toma,
You may begin.
bora. Toma.
This should be easy.
Lucky. Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Ai!
How's the view?
Ah,
How perceptive. Thank you.
Cast throw your opponent off guard.
como é que se fez? Assim.
Protego.
Estás maluco? Ai!
I do enjoy life.
Não vou perder contra esse burro. Vai? Estás a brincar? Toma! És uma merda. Sebastião Salou. Toma, seu burro! Fudi-te bem grave.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
Isso mesmo, rito na cara dele.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as
Olha
more
ele lá
likely
atrás a mexer.
goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Ah, pois.
All right. That's enough
Levioso.
for one day.
Toma.
Class is dismissed.